3 times this month, you guys have pulled off kind of a magic trick there at the end to tie a game like that. You talked about it a little bit last night, but what does that do for a team when you're able to, score those kind of late goals and get points like that in overtime?
Yeah, these aren't situations that are ideal, but sometimes that's what you deal with, what's in front of you, and we've been able to do that a lot this year, coming from behind and sticking with it. And we get a call there at the end, and we don't have much time to work with, but we get the puck net, we drive there, we get it underneath their coverage, and get a timely goal. So, and we were really close to winning overtime. We were right there. We Zach gets that opportunity and curls is going on net. You can argue this probably should have been a penalty on that, but but then they get the breakaway, they score. That's the fine line there in overtime. But as far as effort, what we gave against a desperate team that's looking for points to get in the playoffs, I really like our response. And it's something we've talked about, it's just how we want to continue to play down the stretch here.
After I'm sure you watched the game again and to assess how it went and everything. Do you have the same opinion now as you did yesterday? Being happy with the way the guys played overall?
Absolutely, yeah. They gave it, and that's where we're at. We got to make sure that we're bringing our energy, competitiveness every night. Second period, they pushed in the second. I mean, they're a good team in their building. They're going to push. It's a desperate team, but even with the late goal, I thought we played a really good third period.
Who's your goalie tonight?
Elvis can go back in tonight.
So I think it's the second back-to-back he's handled recently. How important, I guess, is that for him in this stretch, I guess, to just be able to handle the workload and learn how to, be the guy?
I think it's real important for him. He's going to play a lot of games, and I want him in these games because, hopefully next year we're in this situation, but much closer to a playoff spot or in it. You want your starter to be going every night, and managing that and understanding what that's going to feel like. So he's going to play. I want him in every game I can get him in to understand what that's like, especially against these good teams, these teams that are pushing. Learning how to manage tiredness. You don't get to be tired. If we're in a playoff race, heck, if we're in the West, we're right there. You're kind of knocking on the door in a playoff spot. So you've got to prepare now for when we're in these situations, hopefully later on. We're a ways out of a playoff spot now. We know where we're at. But every time we get into a game right now, there's something to be evaluated in situations that we need to learn how to play.
The game's obviously changed since you were a player. Back when you were playing, when a situation like the last game against Minnesota happened, with the Foligno hit and everything, would there be a response in the next game? Has that changed in today's game? That maybe there's no feeling that you need to respond to that?
I think it's overblown. I mean, Jake's already addressed it. It's not a dirty play. I don't think he meant to do it. It happened. And, yeah, you go back 15 years ago, it might have been a brawl at that point. I don't know. But it's one of those plays. We slow these plays down. You have 38 cameras and ultra slow-mo, and you go, wow, he meant it. He's trying to make a play. It's a 6-on-5 situation. He's trying to get physical. And sometimes when you're trying to get physical, you stick a leg out, whatever it is. There is no intent, I believe, to be dirty. Where Jake was frustrated is we didn't get a call. And I agree. You could have called it tripping, you could have called it knee, you could have called a lot of things. And, the hockey gods paid us back. We ended up scoring anyway. So, no, I don't see any kind of residual effect from that or carryover from that. We're going to go out and play.
Go to Aaron Park's line. Go ahead, Aaron. Aaron, you there?
There we go. Thanks, man. Brad, forget any possible fighting. No, not asking about fighting, just the physical aspects of tonight's game. You guys you've been impressed, I think, with how difficult you guys have been to play against for a while now. How stiff is that challenge against this team specifically? Wow, forgetting what happened last time.
Yeah, this is going to be a real big test. You look at the moves they made there at the deadline. They got bigger and heavier. They already had a pretty good sized team. So these games are hard anyway. You're on a back-to-back, and they're in their building, and they're rested. They're coming. This is a tough building. We haven't been here in a while just because of COVID and stuff. So, I know this building well, and there's a lot of energy in this building. You got, I believe Fleury's starting his first game tonight. I can't confirm that, but I heard that that's what's going to happen. So there's going to be a little extra energy for that. So it's great for our guys to feel this. These are atmospheres you want to play in, and you got to meet it head on. You have to. You got to man up and play in these games because it's going to be a man's game tonight. They're going to come. I don't expect anything less. I think they're going to come. They're going to come hard, and we're going to have a response and make sure we're matching their intensity.
You mentioned the goalie. Are there any other lineup changes for you?
Yeah, I'm going to put Carlson and Boquist out.
Is Boquist okay?
Yeah, we're just making sure we manage his ice time right now.
Gotcha. All right, thank you.
Go to Mark Scheid. Go ahead, Mark.
Thanks, Glenn. Brad, I'm going to ask you about someone who didn't play a lot yesterday, but Brendan Gaunce got you a huge goal. Also, he's staying with the team. Just what has he been able to do to put himself in a position to earn your trust and stay up?
Well, he came up right away and played several really good games. Like I said before, I thought his game dipped a bit. He was in and out of the lineup, but he's come back, and we've had some good conversations about what we want from him. Last night I didn't get him as much ice time as I thought that line could have played. Again, on the road, and there's matchups that you're looking for. He shortened his bench fairly early, and so we did the same. And tonight I'm probably going to have to use him more just because we're on the back-to-back. You want to try and divvy out the ice time a little bit more. But again, we'll see. We'll see how this game dictates. But Gauncer's done a good job. I think he understands this is an opportunity for him. And, he's trying to take advantage of that.
All right, anything else?
One more. Just about, you moved, I think it was a couple of games ago, you moved Gaunce to the center position. Was that more about just kind of wanting to get Danforth's speed back on the wing?
Yeah, I might tinker with that a little bit. Danny's natural position is center. I think he's done a real good job on the wing. I like what he brought with that line when I moved him into there. He's just got great energy and that tenacity that we're looking for. So it's something I can tinker with. I can use Gauncer on the wing or in the middles, and that might change tonight too. We got some games left here, but I want to see what they look like in these different positions at times.
Did you notice a difference in Danforth's play at all when he went to center, as compared to what he was giving you on the wing?
Yeah, I personally I like him a little bit better on the wing. I think it's less thinking for him. And as centerman, there's a lot more responsibility and reads that you got to make and play. I think the wing frees him up a little bit as far as that north-south game that we like from him. His energy, he can get on pucks, he can get on the forecheck. He's a strong kid. So again, but that doesn't mean I won't use him back at center because depending on tinkering with who he's playing with too. We'll see what that looks like. But he's done a good job in both spots. But if I had a preference right now, probably on the wing.